as a young boy. It's where he learned to play the banjo.
Mr. Robert, if I start playing the banjo, can you help me out? He said, yeah.
The teenager is the youngest member of the Southern Rain Band that plays in this converted barn every Friday night when Robert and Melba McGee open it up to the community. People from all over flock to the hall in droves.
This whole yard from here to the road is full of cars. They charge nothing. They just want you to come and feel the love.
One of 10 children, Robert made it a family affair while Melba cooked. Like many in the community, Garrett says the couple were like second parents.
Everywhere they went, I was with them. And if I wanted my house, I was at their house.
But Wednesday afternoon, the pair were killed instantly when 19-year-old David Walker Jr. crossed the center line on Highway 210 and hit their pickup head-on. A makeshift memorial now sits at the crash site.
Thursday, I just talked to her Tuesday night for a while and talked about coming picking some grapes, and she just picked them and some beans, and it's just not easy.
Family gathered at the music barn to remember the couple who shared a rare kind of love, never leaving each other's side up until their final moments.
They were Johnny and June, Bonnie and Clyde. They were always together.
A love they wanted to share with others through the music barn. That's why Garrett says he'll keep playing.
Because that's what Robert would want. He would want the music to go on.
Today is a 24-hour board game marathon.
Doors will probably open to the public by about 10.
That was my action. I need help.
Gamers for Cures is a charity we created about 9 years ago to raise money for Turner syndrome. Early detection is key, so we wanted to raise some money to have some education for healthcare professionals and for the community. That you don't see it a whole lot because generally, if it's a full or partial deletion of the second X chromosome in women, and most people with Turners, most women with Turners will they account for most of the spontaneous abortions by the body. So just being born is basically a miracle in itself. My daughter was diagnosed about 14 years ago with Turner syndrome. We didn't know what was going on, and it was the diagnosis took a little while to figure out what was going on with Lauren. So we, once we found out about it, we figured since healthcare professionals have a hard time diagnosing Turner syndrome, that the more we can raise education. All day long people come in off the street, ask what's going on, and we tell them it's a little charity event, and people can just come off the street, play some games, and you see a lot of people that come back every year just to help out with the raffles.
20, 60, 100.
People may not be able to play for 24 hours, but they just want to help out whichever way they can.
I like that we get to do what we love and give back at the same time, especially if it's a friend.
All right.
We did very well. About 68,000 this year, which is very good for an event. So I'm very proud of how hard everybody's worked and how great our community is.
Jeep after Jeep after Jeep. All here for an excited 9-year-old. It's Super Jack's Jeep Jam. For Jack, a ride with no top and no doors. It's called
Naked Jeep.
A naked Jeep.
In the spring of last year, Jack's family found out his illness had turned terminal, but that's not slowed him down.
He always wants to go fast. He wants us to push him in his chair fast. He wants to, as fast as he can go, that's what he wants.
All of this after Jack's mom went to Facebook.
I posted and asked if anyone had a Jeep that he could ride in. Thought it would be a 5-minute, 10-minute thing, and instead...
Hundreds of Jeeps. Westgate Chrysler Dodge Ram even getting involved.
Look at this.
We just want him to have the best day ever. We want him to enjoy every single moment of this day and know that all of these people are out here for him.
All of this for a little boy that just wants to go fast. Julie Wilson, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Despite being stuck in the hospital for almost a week, 4-year-old Kaylin Arthur is in good spirits. In fact, he couldn't wait for his dad to strap on his leg braces so he could roam the UNC Children's Hospital halls. Just last week, Kaylin suffered a stroke, his 6th since he was almost 2 years old.
It's kind of rough to watch him. He's in a great mood now, but when he's having these, it's kind of heartbreaking and you can't do anything.
This latest stroke left him blind in his left eye and has further weakened the right side of his body.
He wants to go home. He wants to play with his doggy and his cats. He don't want to be here. He really hates IVs.
Doctors aren't positive, but they think Kaylin could have vasculitis, a disorder that destroys blood vessels through inflammation. So to treat this, they've decided to proceed with chemo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Meanwhile, with medical bills piling up, Tony Arthurs, fellow Roseville firefighters, donated their own sick time to cover his stay in the hospital. And they created this website to collect donations for the family.
I'm not worried about the money part because I have such a great set of friends who are coming forward for this. So I don't have to worry about the monetary side, I just have to worry about him, and that makes it a lot easier.
The family also created this Facebook page, Caring for Kaylin. So far, it's been liked by more than 4,400 people, including a state trooper who paid the little boy a surprise visit, much to his delight.
Now, while the family certainly appreciates all the support, they're also hoping that his case will lead to more awareness. In fact, Tony's mother just recently submitted paperwork to the governor's office. They're hoping to make May Pediatric Stroke Awareness Month.
In Chapel Hill, Caitlin Canute, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
It's just amazing to see something like this.
Something that probably comes along once in a lifetime. I've never seen anything like it.
It's actually pretty awesome right now. Like, I've never seen anything like this before in my life.
You get the moving, you got a moving van and you move. You don't get a company to pick up your house.
I love this scenery because it's so artistic. He don't like it's real, but I know it's reality.
It's like he's got his remote. It's like a little kid that used to run a little toy electric car at Christmas. He's doing it now with a real big house.
Just one guy and one remote control.
One man. It looks like they're raising it and lowering it and even moving the back wheels a little bit.
But they're also really very carefully adjusting the level of it. You can see all the hydraulics there.
Oh, they're taking out all the street lights.
That's what made me late for work today. All the streets were closed, but it's it's awesome. It's a good thing.
And he's usually a jokester, so we didn't know if he was being honest or not. Hence why we're out here seeing what's going on.
Wait, so you didn't fully believe in
No.
And so you had to come out?
Had to come out and see it, yes. But it's pretty cool that we try to preserve our historic homes here in Raleigh.